Hey guys, this is Lindz Kinz. I am here with you today trying out my hand in restaurant building. So this is some exciting stuff. Not really. But maybe for some it's a little bit exciting. Right now I'm just doing the exterior. And if you haven't guessed by now, it is a Tex-Mex restaurant. So in the US we have this cuisine called Tex-Mex, which is basically just Mexican cuisine. But I feel like it's a little bit more polite to call it Tex-Mex. I'm not really sure why, but it's delicious, and I really love this sort of food and environment. So I put a little deck on the side of the building and like a little patio area where you can go out and eat outside. And I put a couple heaters. And this roof does not stay. I really had a lot of trouble making the roof. I just really didn't know what I wanted to do. I was originally going to call it like, I don't know, the Blue Restaurant or something in Spanish, but that didn't end up happening because I found this perfect sign and had a cactus holding a margarita or something, and I was like, oh, the thirsty cactus, duh. So that's what I ended up calling it, and I think it's pretty cute. I'm really excited. I play tested this and it was a lot of fun. And everything works. So just in case you didn't know, everybody is able to eat in this restaurant. There are a couple booths in here that I didn't think would work, but they work pretty well. Your Sims have to scoot around, but hey, it still works, so that's fun. And it's a little bit more private, so if your couple Sims wanted to have a date night, or your family Sims wanted to go out for a family outing, like a birthday party or something, then you could do that. I really struggle with the exterior. I was really frustrated because the front, like the facade, it wasn't even. And I'm not really one to be so OCD about it. I actually really like asymmetry. It's like one of my favorite things, because you can find balance in asymmetry. It's, it's not like the end of the world for me, but this just really bugged me. It just did not look right. So I'm really trying to like create balance, and what I end up doing is actually extending the facade and the porch. So it changes a lot throughout this build. So you'll see. Looks like I'm moving on to the interior, and I really wanted to use those lights from the I think it was the movie stuff pack, but it just didn't look right. It really is outdoor lighting, I think. So we go with these new lamps that I really like. They're really fun, and they look decorative and kind of go with the aesthetic of the build. And here we are putting the hostess booth, and we also put the waitress station there. And when I was playtesting this, the waitress that the game put in the restaurant, she was digging through the trash and like just making a mess. She smelled real bad. I don't know what's up with that. Like, is that part of the game? Because I don't know, if one of my Sims owned this restaurant, she would be fired on the spot. Like, that's just so gross. It's so funny though. I love this game. I love all of its perks and whims and that sort of thing. So it's a really beautiful game with a lot of character. You find a lot of different Sims. It's kind of realistic in that way. And this is still struggling with the outside. Just like, I just want it to look right. It just doesn't look right. So I move on to the porch, and I really like those windows and doors, like how it's kind of open. So it's really nice. And that's the sign I use. I love that sign. It's so fun. And I thought it was perfect for this world. I'm sure that's what the sim creators were thinking too, or the gurus. So that's what I used. We finally fix it. Finally. It really bothered me. So, now we're putting the chimneys and just making the exterior look a little bit more interesting. And, we put that fountain there, but I think we remove it later. I can't remember exactly. And we have a little bar area, so if your Sims are waiting to be seated, they can get a drink or, a juice in the Sims. And I really like these neon signs. They're really festive and really go with this build. And I love how they have the juice and nectar displayed in the background. It's really fun. So yeah, we're just trying to figure out the placement of everything, putting the lighting in. And then I decided that I wanted to put kind of inset booths. I wasn't sure how to approach that, but I figured it out, and I really like it. Because a lot of the Tex-Mex restaurants around here kind of have that where the booths and stuff are enclosed, so it's really neat. And we are still putting in lighting, trying to figure that out. And then I decided to use the decorations from I think it's from the Perfect Patio stuff pack. And I think it goes really well with this build. And you can't forget your condiments. You gotta have that ketchup and mustard readily available for you. I know people personally who put ketchup on everything, so I don't. I only like ketchup every once in a while, and even then I'm like, it just kind of helps it taste a little bit better, but I'm not a ketchup fanatic. I was having a lot of trouble finding art, because if you go to these kind of places, they have a lot of really fun decorations around and things hanging from the ceiling. But it seems like things in The Sims 4 are kind of themed, in the new game pack, it's just kind of themed around Asian cuisine, Italian cuisine. There's not a lot of diversity. That's my one complaint on this new pack. And the countertops, we don't have any new countertops, which I really thought we would get. But that's totally fine. It's not an issue. We just got this, so I'm not gonna tear it apart. I really like it, so it's definitely my favorite. I don't know, but I kind of like Spa Day too. We got a lot of really nice modern stuff from Spa Day, so I was really impressed by that. Just trying to figure out what to do with tables, because I wanted people to be able to move around easily, but I just had such a hard time figuring it out. So I put these high top tables in, and I think it looks nice. There are a lot of different kinds of seating, so that's really nice. And put in a menu where you can walk out and be like, oh, okay, yeah, this restaurant serves this kind of food, and that's nice. I learned that sun wall decoration. I really like it. And then some of those tapestries that we got with the movie stuff pack. I thought that looked really cool. All right, I really like the terracotta vases. I never have a use for them. Finally, I was like, oh yeah, I can use them in this. So that was really nice. And it looks like we're working on the kitchen. One thing that kind of annoyed me was when I put the fridge in and I play tested it. My sim wanted to go to the refrigerator and get a quick meal. And I was like, no, you're in a restaurant. Go order your food. So, I don't know what to do about that. If anybody knows, comment down below. Like, are we supposed to have refrigerators, or does the food just appear? I really don't know. But I feel like in a kitchen you should have refrigerators. That's just me. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Sim Logic allows you to just have food in your pockets, like that come from another universe or something. So, I really like this bathroom. I thought it was kind of like relaxing and kept with the theme. I love that plant. I didn't see that in my first impression review. I don't know how I missed it. I realized I had missed like the plant section for some reason, and I thought I clicked on it, but I didn't see any of those. So I must have done something. I must have just overlooked it, and I'm really sorry about that. But hopefully it's not a biggie. And I really like those candles. It kind of sets the mood for if you want to go on a date night or something. And this restaurant doesn't have any like dress code. It's just, I mean, every day if you really want to get fancy. Just putting the outdoor seating. Thought about leaving it like this, but then we put an awning on it, and I really wanted to put different colors, but in the end it really didn't need it. I think there's so much going on in this that you kind of want to keep it a little bit simple outside. The landscaping is like my favorite. It really adds to the build. And here we are, just adding some columns and like a terrace. What would you call it? Oh, a lattice, like a plant lattice. And I've seen this done. I think I saw the Sim Supply do this with the lattice, and I've definitely seen Delegacy do this, and I think Steffo Sims has done this before, but I'm not really sure. But we're just putting plants, and at this point I had put my move objects cheat on and just layered the plants. So that's about how you do that. Putting all the cactuses outside because it's called the Thirsty Cactus, so you have to have that. I really like, this is like the perfect place for this. I would assume this town of Oasis Springs is similar to Arizona, I would assume, so that's kind of the feel I was going for. I've never been to Arizona, but I would like to go. I think it'd be really neat. It'd be different from anything or anywhere I've ever been. So, it'd be really interesting. And it looks like we are coming to the, well, no, we still have a little bit of time. Sorry, guys, getting ahead of myself here. Still doing landscaping. I'm really excited for you guys to see the screenshots. I play tested this with Sims I made like about a month ago. I made Daria Morgendorfer and her friend Jane Lane. So I don't know if you guys remember that cartoon from the 90s, but I was so excited to put them in here. They would probably go to a pizza shop if it were really like the show, but I thought, why not? Let's try this. So alright, so we're almost done. Just putting finishing touches and putting music, because you have to have music. I mean, it's just kind of like a noise filler. If you're on an awkward date or something and all goes awry, you just kind of listen to music. So we are coming to the end now, and I'm going to place the screenshots in. And oh, looks like I fixed the roof right at the end. There we go. All right, and yeah, we are almost to the end. So if you want to put this in your game, feel free to. I would love to see you guys play with this restaurant, and I really do hope you guys have an amazing week, and stay inspired, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful week. Bye.